Hi everyone, I have a little bit of a new video for you guys. This is basically a bit of a tutorial about starting the new game. I thought with the new update that was coming out, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be very interested and do want to start a new game. And it can be a little bit daunting. So, as I say to everybody, there is, no need to be afraid, no need to be feeling like you're doing the wrong thing all the time. Dinkum is amazing in the fact that you can just go and explore and just do your thing, basically. I do have Nanny Og in the background. She's doing some sewing at the moment, so I was like, you know what, come hang out while I do this.
Hi everyone.
So we'll start right from the beginning. And start a new game. Let's do it. This is also in preparation for the the update release for spring, and this is the new island that I'll be doing that will incorporate all of that as well. All right, let me see.
I think the important thing as well with Dinkum is there is no right or wrong way of doing it.
That is
it's whatever
exactly
gives you pleasure.
That's exactly my point whenever I'm doing any of my videos, is to get that across to you guys so that you know that it is not this competition, it's not this big race, it's no pressure. Like, Dinkum is just this game that you can go in and just be yourself and just have fun and just do all these different things. And you know what, if it doesn't look right to you in the end, strip it back, add to it, manipulate it so that it actually gets to your vision.
Yep, that's what I'm doing in my island at the moment. I had areas that weren't giving me pleasure, so I've taken them back to the bare bone and I've reimagined them.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun, actually, because I've been joining you in that one.
We all do it. We all change our mind about how things look, and
let's go freckles.
It's like that outfit in your wardrobe. For a while it's your favourite, but then you're like, oh, do you know what? I need to ring up the changes. And that's fine.
That is very, very true. All right, so we have our little person. We're going to maybe have a purple shirt. Let's confirm that. All right. Let's go.
Doesn't she look fresh-faced?
What is your name? I'm going to go Specky B. There we go. Island. Let's see. Something to do with the spring update. Bloomin' Dinkum. A little bit of a play on words there. It's a good Aussie slang word, is like blooming this, blooming that, but also blooming spring. So let's go with that.
Yeah, I need to rack your brains. I've got some new pleeps, and I'm naming them after Aussie slang words.
I see. So you do go through this beginning. Sorry, I'll cut you off there for a second, Nanny.
No, right.
You do go through this beginning scene where you can read what's going on here, and I will leave it to let go for you guys, just because some of you might not have seen it yet. But in the end, if you have seen it, you can skip over it. Now, your pleeps, Nanny?
Yeah, I've called the first one Bonza.
Bonza. Help wanted. Looking for a young go-getter. Awesome. So Fletch is the first main character that you come across. So some Aussie slang. Sorry, what was the first one again?
Bonza.
Bonza. You butte.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see here. You always have to have one called Shirley and one called Frank.
Okay.
Oh, we are now flying over Bloomin' Dinkum and will be landing shortly. All passengers, please prepare to leave the airship. What else?
Why Shirley and Frank? They're not ones I've ever heard of.
Oh, they're just a really common old school name here in Australia.
I thought it was all Sheila and Bruce.
Well, Sheila and Bruce, but Shirley and Frank as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like we've landed.
Well, looks like you've landed, bitch.
Thank you, Fletch. Yes, it is me, Becky B. I was starting to think no one in South City was brave enough to join me. We go through a little bit of talking. It is really good to actually read it at first so that you know what's going on. So I'll leave that up a little bit so you guys can look through it. Also, let me see what else, what other slang.
Obviously there's fair dinkum, but...
Or fair dinkum, yes. I'm trying to think of positive slang and not negative slang.
I know you've got things, is it drongo?
Yeah, drongo. Yeah, drongo, yeah. That's what I was just thinking of. I was like, should I say that? All right, let's go outside to Fletch. So basically, she's going to give us a few things right now to start us off. There's also... My God, why am I going so blank on Aussie slang right now? Because you put me on the spot, lady.
Sorry. I only needed another 3 names anyway, so I'm sure we've got it there.
Okay. I'll give you this base tent. So yeah, so you get your base tent, you get a map as well. And it's good to always come back and talk to Fletch and do her first lot of quests because you get little things. All right, so we just got the base tent, the map. So
get that map open.
Yeah, I know. Like, let's look at what we're dealing with. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow. So the map is always different. So it's random gen. And we need to pick a spot to actually start our little town. It is good to try and pick a spot that's actually close to a lot of different biomes so that you get all the different minerals and things that you need from them. So I'm thinking there's this in the middle here. It looks like a ghost head.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
That's definitely a spec bites thing, isn't it? A little ghosty thing. Or a weird adaptation of a worm.
But it's fairly central as well, so...
Yeah. Sorry, I'm seeing pictures in it, just like clouds. Yeah, it's very central. You have the... oh my gosh, words. You have a bit of the desert, you have a bit of the wilderness, you have a bit of the tropics, you have a bit of the... like the
fir tree,
the fir area and stuff. So we're going to go right here for our main spot. So we don't put the tent down yet. We do take it with us, and along the way, we just pick up everything that we see. So basically, some shells.
Take note. Sorry, is in the top left-hand corner is the time, and you'll notice the time is not changing at the moment.
That's right. It will not. So, it will not start until you put your base tent down and see Fletch again. So you can spend all the time you want. If you're looking to do any kind of like time race or anything like that, you can spend all the time you want right now just collecting things and doing stuff, and it'll always be 10 a.m.
So just collect as many resources as you can because it gives you a really good head start.
It does. Absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to do along the way.
So a lot of these things at the moment you'll use later on in the game, but at the start it just gets you money. It gets you the dinks to help you get your buildings in.
That's
and help
right.
you buy your tools and...
So almost every single plant you can actually pick, like the wattles, the bottle brush. There will be lots of fruit trees and things like that, like apple trees. You got your bush limes over here like this that you can harvest. Open my pockets
and all those
tab.
bits of wood on the floor.
That's my pockets. Okay. And all the bits of wood down here, yep. So we can grab those. So we've got no tools right now, so we just have to grab what we can. That's what we do along the way. And all these like butterflies and things that are flying around us, we can actually catch them soon. Fletch will give us a net. It's a very beautiful scenic game. Like there's a lot of beauty in here. And I know with the update, there's a lot of beautiful stuff that's coming in. You guys are going to love it.
So it's worth making a note of where you've got some ore resources on your map.
Yeah, well, that's right.
We can use little emblems to mark
the
map so you can save where areas are.
These are barrels that you can actually bash open once you get a tool, and they have a lot of different resources in them that are going to become not just useful, but that you can sell as well to make quite a bit of money in the beginning. And I'm going to be showing that as well. So as we go, this is like a dog, what would you call it? A dog, not nest.
Yeah, dingo lair.
Little dingo camps, a little dingo lair. And they spawn here. It's good not to destroy them because there are some rare diggos that can spawn. And by rare, I mean like very, very rare. I'm hoping it becomes less rare with the update, but we'll see. We usually leave those alone. But if you did want to get rid of them, you just take down the stones and the bones and they won't spawn.
And you can see in the waters there's an array of fish as well. And the fishing mechanism on this game is one of the best I've come across because I play a lot of these sandbox type games. And the fishing is brilliant.
And I'll show you that in a little bit later when I get a fishing rod as well, exactly how to fish without breaking your line. Because if you don't know in the beginning, it can be quite tricky and you can be like, why am I always breaking my line? But there is a trick to it. And we'll definitely get there. All right, we've got a few dog lairs, which is kind of cool. Good. Yeah. Just the water.
It also helps keep the predators down if there's plenty of dogs around.
You do have stamina and energy, which is at the top right of my screen there. It's the red bar and the yellow. You'll see that your health can go down if you get attacked. And as you do things like swim or pick up things or build things and stuff like that, your stamina will go down, and you do have to watch that. Because if your stamina runs out completely, you pass out and you do lose not just a percentage of whatever money you have or dinks that you have on you, but also your weapons and your tools will lose a lot of durability as well. These guys
might be worth. It might be worth saying about the animals as well. There's
I was just about to mention.
See, great minds think alike. Good
minds, yes. So these are the frillies. They will generally leave you alone, which is awesome. But if you do poke them, they have a special ability where they send out a bit of electricity, if you like, that can, hurt you as it goes along. We have the duos that will, obviously they'll bite you. They act like a canine when you attack them or hurt them, but generally they'll leave you alone otherwise.
And if you hit one, the whole pack will come after you.
Oh yes, they do this howl, so you might be lucky and it might be the fact that they won't howl at all. But if they do the howl that they have, they're basically calling a whole pack towards them to help them fight.
Yeah. In which case, run.
Mm-hmm. Kangaroos, or the roos that we have here, they're fairly placid. They won't hurt you at all unless you attack them as well. But when you do attack them, they have this little ability where they'll just like lean backwards and punch you with their back feet. But you can usually get a couple of hits in, back off, couple of hits in, back off. But I will also be doing a lot of, bananas. I will be doing a lot of, in the tutorials of how to fight these different creatures as well. Now, bananas are awesome. We like the bananas. Let's pick the banana trees. We can plant these.
They're a really good food source as well.
We can plant these bananas and make more bananas, which is amazing. And yes, true to Australia, we have buzzing, annoying flies. Hello. and that can get annoying.
Yeah, well, once you've got your net, you can catch them and then sell them.
That is true. So up here, okay, so we have a few different resources here, like tin, copper, and crystal. So what I normally do on the map, which is what Naniog was referring to beforehand, I'll zoom into where I am. I will left click on the mouse and put a diamond down to mark that that is a place where I can come get resources. And that will stay there. If you click on it again, oh, not with that, but
right click.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to get it. It's not giving me the actual... I zoomed in too much. Okay, so I'll show you on this one. So basically, you see how it's all shiny? I can turn it off and turn it on. If I've got it on, then it will actually show up on my mini map, as you see. Cheeky woman.
But you love me, really.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Lucky you. No bananas here. You can also collect the little bits off the top of these cactus, so cactus figs, and they're good to eat as well.
Once you cook them,
you have to, yeah.
Don't eat them uncooked.
Always cook your food because it will give you more stats.
Yeah, but these, if you eat them uncooked, will actually take away stats.
They do hurt. Let me show you. Yeah, so uncooked, we're gonna eat it, and it's gonna be like, ow. So it hurts. And
if you put your cursor over it when it's in your inventory, it will tell you how much damage and stuff it'll do.
So minus 5 health, but it does give you 2 energy until it's cooked. Just like the bush lime gives you 2 health, 3 energy. It'll be more when you cook it, and the same with the banana. More energy once it's cooked. All right, so our star is actually back here. So this is where we're looking at starting our town. Is in here, which I think is actually
nice area,
isn't it? It's quite pretty. There's a lot of stuff around.
You've got some resources nearby. You've got your bananas nearby.
Oh look, a lot more resources just over there as well.
Yeah. Have you got any predators nearby?
No wary mews, no anything. It's awesome. Excellent. I've got some bush chooks I can kill, which is fantastic for meat.
Yeah, the scrub turkeys. And they're passive completely. Even when you attack them, they just run away squawking.
That's right. So yeah, I think this is a good spot. I think we're going to pop it just in the middle here. We're going to... Oh, hang on. All right, mouse. Behave. All right, so R to rotate. No. E to rotate, sorry. E to rotate. And I'm thinking, oh... kind of silly there, so we might just move it in here. Nice and snug. Oh, there we go. All right, that'll do. Nice and snug in there. We'll place that. Base tent, yes please, thank you. So this is Fletcher's home, basically, that we've placed down. Yes. It's absolutely perfect. Our new home here on Bloomin' Dinkum. Thank you so much for setting up the base tent. No problem, Fletch. You are welcome. Oh, she has a tent for me too. So we do get our own home, and we do get to upgrade all of these things as well as we go along in the game. Claim as your own. I'll be inside the base tent getting things ready. Come and speak to me once you place your tent. No worries, Fletch. Thank you. That's our tent. Okay, so I'm going to want to stay pretty close to Fletch right now because, and I will be able to move my tent and any other building that you make, you will be able to move them in the future. But right now I want to stay pretty close to her because she has the workbench that I need to make things, which makes it a lot easier and cost effective on me and a lot less travel time. So I'm in the way. Apparently someone's in the way. That would be me. So pop me there. I think would be a great place. Yes, I do think it is. Thank you. And that's my... Oh, yeah, it does take away the tree. That is my spot. Oh, hello. You trying to go see Fletch too? All right, we'll pop in here. We'll talk to Fletch. So here we've got, on the left here, we've got the workbench. This is where your town debt grows. So every time you want to place a building or, you know, things like that, or upgrade stuff, it's going to cause a debt that you need to pay off. And that's where you go for that. You found a good place for your tent? Yes, I did. I do love my new home. Thank you. I've got the spark, Nanny. I've got the spark.
Oh, aren't you lucky? Sparky's
right? Sparky's back. I think Sparky will like that, actually. Scared of leaving. Yes. Let you guys have a bit of a read of what comes through in the front here. Traveling trader John. Now I have, but I'm going to say no, I haven't, just so that you guys can see what the chat's going to be around that. He's a bloody legend. So there you go, bloody legend or bloody would be good for another name.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd actually want to name a chook bloody though, or a pleat bloody.
No.
Trade a paperclip for a steamboat once. That's a pretty good trade.
Depends on the state of the steamboat, I guess.
Oh, very true. Very true. Yes. So John's been in contact. So basically he's the first person that we're going to get to invite to be a permanent resident in our new town. No, we can't miss an opportunity like this.
I don't know about you lot, but I have only recently started learning all the acronyms. They take a little while.
Yeah.
So John and Fletch are called NPCs, non-playable characters, I believe is the...
Yeah, that's basically it. So they're programmed into the game. They only have certain interactions that you can do. Although that's very varied. They do have a lot of different talk, different speech and stuff that comes through. But they are not played by an actual person.
It's amazing the things I've learned since playing Dinkum.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people that have come into Dinkum have been first-time gamers that aren't used to gaming. So you're very, very right. That sort of lingo is not commonplace.
So I'm just trying to rethread my needle.
How's the sewing going?
Yeah, it's progressing. It's progressing.
Okay, so we just got the visitor site deed. And what that's going to do for us is we're going to be able to place that down. And little tents are going to arrive occasionally with the other NPCs, the other characters that are going to form part of your town that offer special services. And I'll get into those each time one appears. I'll explain them to you and tell you what we're going to do with them. Now, if ever you lose your sleeping bag, you can always come into Fletcher's tent and get one from here. And I'll show you.
Or if you get visitors.
I'm still looking. So we can't do that until we actually put the stuff down. Once we place the actual beginning tutorial stuff, we'll be able to get the tents from here. And these actually act as storage as well. But again, it won't happen until we get past this spot. But as Nanny was just saying, if you get visitors to come to your island, because you can have up to 4 people in your island at one time at the moment, you can just go grab some sleeping bags and put them down so people can sleep, which is a big aspect of this game.
Absolutely, it's my favourite part of the game.
Yeah. So I want to keep the visitor site very close so that I can easily access them during the game. So I'm going to put them straight here, right next to Fletch. Again, it is something that you can move at a cost. It always costs you to move stuff. But making money, or making dinks as it is in this game, is really, really easy. And that is something I will also be showing you. So we've got our site deep down. We go back to see Fletch, and she's going to give us another quest, or another basically request to do something.
And you'll notice it's still 10 a.m. The time has not started yet.
Not yet. You have achieved so much already.
Oh, look at you, you little overachiever.
I know, right? And I'm going to get a special journal right now. Thank you, thank you. He was born right here on Bloomin' Dinkum. True blue. Definitely true blue.
Yeah, okay, that's a good name for a
yeah. Yes. So we do get an adventurer's journal, and this is where we can keep track of all the quests that we have, all the things that we collect, you know, what the date is, what the season is, all sorts of different things, which I will show you in a moment. Ah, Fletch, you're not getting long in the tooth. You're fine. You're still awesome. With your little pink slippers. Alright, so we grab the adventurer's journal. It's our adventure now. Adventurer's journal. So we have that. A journal means a lot to me. Oh, thank you, Fletch. You're so sweet. Oh, a challenge from Fletchy. Beat my father's milestones. That is right. As you go along, there's going to be a lot of different things that you can get achievements for. And it can be as simple as just walking a certain distance to mining so much of some ore, or catching so many fish, or just there are so many that you'll find throughout the game. And as it says there's also daily tasks. So when we open our journal, I'll show you where that is, and I'll show you 3 different tasks, which are actually down the bottom left-hand side of my screen here right now, that we'll have to have a look at. 3 different tasks that you can complete during the day that are guaranteed to give you these points up here, my top right-hand side. They are used to actually get licenses, and you need licenses to dig up dirt, to buy shovels, to do anything, to mine, to, you know, just everything. But you'll see that in a minute. Now for the good part, she says. As I said, permit points, that these blue ones up here. We are going to want a lot of them. We do. We spend thousands and thousands of them.
Absolutely.
We'll talk more about that tomorrow, Fletch. Okay. And check out the journal. We're going to look at some milestones that we've already reached. Oh, yes. And now Fletch, actually, she's hungry and she wants some food. Although we did collect that along the way, and that's why it's good to collect these things along the way. Fletch's favourite food is cooked bush limes, for anybody that is wondering. She's going to help us get a campfire now that we can cook on.
With any of these things, if you've ever got any questions, hop along to Spec's Discord page. There'll be a link of the YouTube video at the bottom.
Oh, so absolutely.
Ask the questions with no fear of ridicule. You'll get the most useful answers. We're such a friendly community. It's definitely worth.
We really are.
Finding us.
I don't tolerate any kind of toxicity. I love the fact that everybody can just be happy, be themselves, be a community, not be afraid to actually, you know, put their foot forward and go, what do I do here? Because I tell you what, I do that all the time.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
What am I doing? I can't remember what this is. So it is. Honestly, yep. You can feel free to get into the Discord and ask me, or leave a comment or a message literally on this video, and I will read it and I will respond. I always do. So feel free to just come forward and do what you got to do. Campfire. Awesome. I found these stones earlier, so she gives us some stones. We've already got some wood that we picked up. So all those logs that we picked up is useful for this first quest. Specky bee. Awesome. I will come have a chat with you. Oh, you got a gift. She has a gift for me.
Oh,
there's my stone and campfire blueprint. So you will get different types of blueprints throughout this entire game. There is a lot, and by a lot I mean I don't even know how many now. There's so many. So many different items and clothing and furniture that you can get to decorate with. It's insane. It's awesome.
You gotta love a blueprint. And you get the blueprints for the most random reasons.
Yes,
so if you help out someone, they might give you a blueprint.
For if you getting them a fish or...
Yeah.
Or just... Yeah, it's just insane. They have all sorts of different tasks for you. All right, so we're going to come over to the crafting table. This is what it is. We're going to right click and we're going to look what we need right now. We can build rock path, but what Fletch is asking for is the campfire. So we're going to build that and craft. There we go. So we crafted the campfire. Did she ask us? Okay, you know what? We can look at the journal now. So I'm going to go J, the journal, and this is what it looks like. These are the milestones that we've already met. So we left click on them and we collect the permit points by clicking on them. Press escape.
And you've just taught me something new. I didn't know you could click J for journal. I always hit escape.
See, I don't... this game can be played with a actual controller as well, like Xbox controller and stuff like that. So I don't know the control commands for that. I'm very sorry, people, if you're using that. This is strictly off of keyboard and mouse PC play. But yeah, so you press J for journal. And we go to camper, get 100 points off of that. And these are our daily tasks. So we harvest 3 bush limes. Basically what that means is we need to go up to a tree with bush limes and harvest it, like we were doing on the way over here. Catch 2 bugs and craft 1 item. We've already crafted the fireplace, so that's already ticked off. And she's actually going to give us a net soon, so we'll be able to complete all of those today. Our task menu, we don't have any yet because we haven't asked for any. Apedia will basically tell us all about the fish, bugs, critters, and people that we've interacted with. So the only thing that we have right now is Fletch. We click on her, we see that she's there, and she's got no love hearts yet. We get love hearts by doing tasks for them and by actually conversing with them. We talk to them, we ask them, what's up? What's happening? And that'll help us gain hearts. And the more hearts that we get, the more productive it is for us. So basically the more things that they'll give us. Your own details will let you know. Oh, I'm a black face right now. I haven't seen that before. So basically, yeah, your character name, your town, how long you've been there for, how many dinks you have, and what level you have in these different areas: farming, foraging, mining, fishing. You gain levels by actually just doing them, by farming, by foraging, by fishing. But that'll come through. Your licenses, that's what I was saying that you get with your permit points. And we're going to look at that very soon. And they'll start to appear here, so you can go, oh, do I have that license yet? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. At some point in the game, you can get a camera and take photos, and that's where this will appear. And you can also build a farm or an area where you can have animals. You got chooks, you got bombats, you've got pleeps, and your diggers, of course. And they'll all appear here with their heart love thingies and stuff like that. But you'll see those in further videos. So we will get out of there. And what was I doing? I've made the campfire. I had to talk to Fletch again, didn't I? Or did I need to cook the food? Oh no, there we go. I'm very impressed with the work you've done here today, Specky B. So she's very happy. And here comes our gift. I think it's the net. A bug net. Yay. We can take the rest of the day off. Thank you, Fletch. So it's good right now to be able to go ahead and actually spend the day catching bugs. As you can see, a bit earlier on, the timer did start, and that's when our day starts progressing. I'll find something to do, Fletch. Sure you will. Oh yeah, so she gives us a sleeping bag so that we can have one for when we're done for the night.
You don't actually have to sleep in your tent, do you? You can put the sleeping bag down wherever you fancy. That's right.
So basically, if I wanted to go halfway across the island catching bugs right now, I could literally just throw a sleeping bag down and sleep wherever I want, whenever I want.
I mean, maybe not right next to where the crocodiles are. That probably wouldn't be a great move.
It's a bit dodgy, but you know, it depends how spicy you like your game. All right, so let's head on out of here. The bug net and our sleeping bag. All right, so let's grab some bugs, some buggy bugs.
So what I really like as well is that you start off with a large inventory space.
You do.
So
yeah.
So many games, they give you just a few pockets and you have to build up for it.
And with licenses, you can actually add to this as well, both the tool belt and the inventory, which is awesome. As you can see on the right-hand side, we have where you can put all your clothing. So pants, tops or dresses, glasses, headdress, boots. I tell you, there are some funny outfits. I know, it's a new game. I have no clothes right now. It is what it is. So where are we? Let's look at the map. We're not actually near water, so I can't do the shallow water trick. The shallow water trick, guys, is if you're near shallow water, like if we come over here, I'll give you a look. Oh, look at these guys. They're cute. They won't hurt you unless you hurt them, and then they are pretty evil.
Yeah, they roll up into a ball and just keep cannonballing you.
They do. If you put your fireplace into a shallow water thing like this, if you get set on fire, it goes out straight away and it can't hurt you. You're fine. But
getting set on fire is a favourite trick of ours, isn't it?
It really is, especially if we have Mr. Benny along, and you'll get to know Benny throughout these streams, I'm sure, or these videos, I'm very sure. He likes to play practical jokes, and his biggest one is setting you on fire when you're not looking. Or if you go AFK, or even if you are still there, he's like, bam, bam, bam.
And I didn't know until the other day, but AFK is away from keyboard.
It is, yes. So if I'm AFK, he will literally just set me on fire and wait. So we're going to cook these these cactus figs. Gives a bit of energy. We just throw them on the fire here by left clicking. It comes up with a little option there, insert, left click, and we do that. You don't have to worry about getting them off the fire in time. They do just automatically pop out, as you can see, which is a good element to this game. I love that fact that you don't have to watch.
You can't burn your dinner.
Exactly. And there are a few games out there where you can. And it's always like, okay, I'll just sit here at the fire and cook then. So there's something that actually takes a little while to cook. You can just pop it on the fire and then go to sleep and do whatever, or do whatever else, and come back and get it. Alright, we'll just do these last three. I see we got an achievement then, so in our journal there. Again, you can press escape as it says on the front of the journal, or you can press J to bring it up, and hot fruit. We just got that. Cooked fruit sounds gross. I know, it might be. Anyway, here's a milestone for cooking fruit. And we collect 100 points for it.
Right, I'm going to have to jump out for a minute because my husband's just got home with the shopping and
Not
I can't leave
a problem, darling.
away as well as do all the shopping.
That's
so
right.
I will be back presently.
Alrighty. And in the meantime, we'll pick up all these cooked cactus figs to eat because they will give us a lot more energy. Remember how I was showing you that they have a certain point range of energy and health uncooked? Well, once they're cooked, this one actually gives you 5 energy instead of the lower point that we had before. And your energy is the big thing, the stamina. It is huge. Right now, we're just going to go off. We're going to catch some bugs because they're worth a lot of money. Where are the bugs and the butterfly? Oh, I hear a fly. I hear a fly. Where is it? Oh, let's try and see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we left click and we catch it. Just like that. It sits in your inventory. If you drag it out and drop it, it will fly away. So don't do that. If you want to actually sell it. If you do want to just get rid of it, then yeah, you're fine. Here we go. Okay, so we got a butterfly. We're going to try and catch. There we go. Scarlet Jezebel. Yeah, small cactus figs. So basically you just run around and do that for the first day. To move on, we then go to sleep. Oh, come here. Blue moon butterfly. Those are the most common butterflies that you'll come across, I found. Oh, another fly. Let's get him. Yay. All right. So otherwise we go into our tent. This is your mailbox where you will receive different letters from different NPCs, non-playing characters, the people that are part of your town, and also tips as far as bugs and fish go. It'll be like bug tipster, fish tipster, saying where there is a new bug or a fish and what, you know, what location and usually what time of day you can find it. Oh, let's get in our tent. So this is our home for now. It is upgradable, but right now we've got this. All right, so I'm going to lay down to sleep just to call it a day because Fletch does have a couple of more quests on us before we can actually save and exit the game. So sleep until tomorrow. And here it will give you a summary of what you've actually achieved throughout the day. So I foraged a lot, I've caught a few bugs, and I've burnt no dinks for that day. Here, somebody is visiting the island. So that is what happens with the visitor site. So basically, when somebody comes to visit somebody that you need to convince to move into town, that's where they're going to appear first. Let's hop on up. Go see what's going on. So there's that shop right there. We'll go see Fletch first because she did want us to. Hi Fletch, good morning. John, so John has set up his tent at the visitor site and he's basically the corner store. He sells a whole lot of useful goods between food and actual items that you need to do stuff with, like grinders and bench saws and things like that. It's yeah. We'll see. You sounded impressed. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, so and that is right. Basically anything that you can pick up, collect, kill and forage for, he will buy. He does sell all the useful tools. So when you get licenses for digging, you obviously need a shovel. He sells that. When it goes to mining, he sells pickaxes. You need to go to him to buy that at first. All that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to click no I don't, just so you guys can have a look at that. I'm sure, Fletch. No, you did not. Unfortunately, we do. It actually adds a really, I guess, fun aspect to the game, because you do need to achieve certain things to be able to do these different aspects like mining and fishing and digging and all that sort of thing, which I think adds a really fun layer to it. So there you go, and that's why we collect all the points. Let's have a look at the licenses, although we would actually go see John first to sell stuff, just so that we can get some more points. But this is what it looks like when you come in and you talk to her and you want a license. We've got mining license. As you can see there, it allows us to do pickaxes and break rocks and ore and things. We've got logging, fishing, excavation, hunting, farming, and vehicle. Now, others do add in as we go, but this is what we start with. My recommendation is that you really, really want mining, logging, fishing, excavation, and hunting. Not necessarily in that order though. We do need mining because Fletch will want us to do some mining. Logging we can kind of get away with for just a tiny bit because we can pick up the gum logs, but we do need it pretty quickly. Now, there's a choice between fishing and excavation. Some people like to fish to actually make food and make their money. I like excavation because I like to be able to dig up all the treasure and things like that that are on the island to sell. I definitely recommend having your hunting license so that you can make a weapon, you can make a spear, because there are some animals on this island and within the game that will attack you, and you need to be able to defend yourself. So I'm going to go for mining right now. Pay those points and see how my points went down. Mining license. I don't have enough for anything else, so I'm going to go see John and sell him what I have. So right click on him. No problem, John. Okay. Not a problem. Exotic means any of the items found here on Bloom and Dinkum. As you can see, the game is actually really well laid out for, especially for beginners. It just talks you through everything, which can be a big help. Okay, so he's done his spiel for us. We're going to talk to him again to sell some stuff. Sell goods. That's what we want to do right now. Show us what you got. I don't have much right now, so we're not going to get much money. But we're going to sell everything to him. Not the wood, but everything else. And that we're going to keep the bush slimes to eat. And sell. That's a good price because, as you can see, we can buy most tools.
Oh, you've got John in now then?
Just the tent. We don't actually have him in. It's just, he's just arrived. It's our first visit. Okay, so as I said, with the licenses, you can do different things, and you come to John to buy the tools to do that. So shovel for digging, obviously, you know, the fishing rod, pickaxes, axes, bug nets, barbecues for cooking, and a saw table as well.
I like the barbecues. You don't set fire to yourself with the barbecues.
Well, that is true. That is true. I don't have enough bonus points to yet get another license, but I'm pretty sure Fletch has another quest for us. He is selling a saw table. That is correct, Fletch. Pretty sure she gives us half the money. There we go. Yeah. The rest is up to me. Well, we already got that, thankfully, from selling stuff. So we'll take that, Dink, and we'll go back to John and buy that saw bench. We don't have to talk to him. We just walk on up to it and click on it with the right mouse button. Cut wood into planks. They do have some funny descriptions for when you go to buy stuff. And you'll see that along the way. Yes, I'll take it. Thank you, John. So we got that. We're going to pop it. Okay, so each rotate around so it's pointing out that way. I can spit all the planks out there and pop it there. Just to keep it sort of in this little production area that I'm going to be building here, which will change as the island grows and we get more stuff. Hi, Fletch. I got it. Yes, John is great. So this is where you start getting told that you need to convince people to move into the town permanently. Yeah, so whenever you do convince somebody to move in, you get something that's called a deed, where you can place down the shape of their building, and then you need to add all the building materials to it before it will actually build. Which is what Fletch is going on about right now. Oh, I can have a break. I'm actually not going to go do anything right now. I'm going to talk to Fletch again straight away because it gets us a furnace, which we need. I am ready. I think camping is fun. I'm not a big camper in real life, I have to say. I would rather be a glamper.
I don't mind camping, but I'm not sure I'd be up to doing it with all the spiders and bugs that you have in Australia.
Well, yes, there is that. More permanent structures. Okay, so tin ore. So this is where we get told about going and mining all that tin. And about how to actually smelt it. So smelting is basically we mine the actual ore from the rocks. We take it to the furnace. We put it in there and it shoots out an actual bar of that ore. So like a tin bar or a copper bar. Yeah, an ingot is what it's called. So 1 campfire, 3 stone, 10 tin ore. So we have the mining license. We just need to get the pickaxe. All right. So for our first little quest here, we're going to go back into John. We're going to grab this pickaxe. I'll take it. All right. And as I said, like on the map, we knew there was some back here, but I also did spy some over here. So we're just going to go to that one over here. And these grey ones right here, that's your tin ore. You do have to watch your energy. If you watch the top left-hand side, you'll see what happens as I'm trying to mine it. It goes down quite significantly when you're mining.
Yeah, it can go down quite quickly as well, can't it?
It can, if you're not watching what you're doing, if you're not like keeping an eye on that, which some of us, I'm not going to name names, does do.
That's all right, you can name me, I don't mind.
Yeah, you'll end up passing out.
So that'll be the same person that loses her needle with her sewing.
Yeah, apparently. So we got the 12, the 12 tin that we needed. We needed 10, so we got 12, so that's good. We're just going to pick up this copper while we're here. Later on, you don't need it right now, but later on it is good to collect up the crystal as well. Just so that it is there to make certain items. So we needed that. We got one rock. We need some more rock. We just go up to the normal ones without ore in it. So as you can see, my energy is getting quite low, so I'm going to go over to my cactus fix. And I use that to basically the scroll wheel on my mouse to scroll back and forth through things. But you can also use the number keys on your keyboard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. Left click to
that always
eat.
Makes me want to break into song.
What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, one circle to fish alive.
Oh yeah. I think it was only 3 stone, but we'll just get 5 just in case. All right, 5 stone. We got the ore, and we needed a campfire.
Oh,
it does. It does say. See, oh, you know, I am. Yeah, I'm a bit of an airhead. So on the left-hand side there, building materials, collect the requested items: campfire, stone, tin ore. So it's 3 stone, 10 tin ore, and bring them back to Fletch. As for the campfire, I could possibly make another one, but I'm going to pinch this one for now, just to get our furnace down. Here you go, Fletch. A crude furnace. So there are different levels of furnaces that you can have. You've got the crude one, and then you've got, I think it's called the advanced, is it?
Yes, I think it is, you're right.
The advanced furnace. And that one just, basically it just smelts things faster. Shall do, Fletch, shall do. We will let you know, little Fletchy. There you go, another blueprint. We can now make a crude furnace whenever we want. We don't have to worry about collecting that. So we do have enough to make these things, but as this is the quest, we will make the crude furnace.
And Spec may have already said this, but that craft table is available to you to use at any time, day or night.
No, actually, I was a bit of a shite and I didn't mention that. But yes, you can use this any time of day or night. And also you do have the option of building your own one if you do not want to have to come back to the main tent to use it. Thank you, Nanny.
That's all right.
All right, so we have our furnace. Put that there, put that there. All right. We're going to pop it here. And each NPC only stays within their tent or their shop or whatever it is for a certain amount of time. Fletch herself ends at 4 o'clock, so you can't actually do any of the activities inside as far as getting licenses and things like that after 4 p.m. John, I believe he ends while he's in the tent also at 4, possibly 5. But if he's not in the tent and he's in his actual shop, it's a lot later.
Yeah, no, it is 4 o'clock in the tent, I'm sure.
It is 4 o'clock, yeah. So we don't need to put any wood or anything like that into the furnace. It is just a matter of putting the tin ore in. So we select it on a hotbar and just left click when it says insert. It takes 5 to make 1 ingot. And that'll do its thing. So in the meantime, we literally just go around catching bugs, doing our thing, maybe getting some more stone to get that campfire back up. Would be a good idea so we can cook food. And this is all part of the beginning tutorial. It's getting you ready to be able to play the game. So that's what I mean by the fact that it is quite kind and interactive, and it will guide you through everything and not make you feel so lost like some games can.
Oh. No, it's very kind to you on the first few days, isn't it?
Yeah. If you see there, we're very, very tired. We used up all our energy doing
look
stuff.
At your face.
Yeah, you get all hunched over and you're like, oh.
Have you got any cooked fruit on you?
I do. So cooked cactus fig. I'm going to eat some of that.
The transformation is remarkable.
Hey, hi. Oh,
that's better.
The world is amazing. Yes. So we've got some stone, we've got some wood. Oh, look, we've finished the ingot here, or tin bar. So we'll pick that up. We've also got enough to make another campfire. Just going to pop over to the workbench to do that. So I need that for cooking. And talk to Fletch. Tell her what we've done. We have proven ourselves invaluable. Ooh, that's a good word. I think you're invaluable, Nanny.
Oh, thank you. I think my needle would be invaluable. I'd like to find it.
It's a little off to the left.
Yeah, if you hear a sudden squeal, then you'll know I've found it.
That's the one.
And not necessarily in a way I want to.
All right, so here Fletcher's going to probably teach us how to make, oh, there we go, a wooden crate to store our stuff in. We do not have to keep it in our inventory. We get a recipe for nails, which is awesome. I think Bloomin' Dinkum is going to be an amazing island, Fletch, yes.
Well, it will be with you working on it, Spec.
Ah, now he's being sweet.
Yeah, we'll have all the cuteness.
Yes. Tell you what, we should try to get John to set up a real shop here. Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be handy, wouldn't it?
That's the spirit, Specky Bee. Yes, John being in place is also awesome. It definitely is. Anything else he needs done, we shall do that. All right, so we got this, and I believe at this stage we can make boxes and nails. And the way that we make nails, by the way, is here, and we've got to have that tin bar to make 8 nails. So I'll show you that now. And to craft the box, if you don't have a green tick there, you can always click on it to see what you need. You need palm wood and gumwood, okay, to make this sort of crate. And we will do that, but we might leave it for here now, guys. So it's a lot to pack in for the beginning for people that are just starting. And I'll be back soon with another video to continue from this very spot. So I won't move on. I'll take you guys with me on the journey. All right. Thank you, Nanny, for the chat.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. And hopefully I'll be able to jump in soon and work alongside you. That'd be great.
Absolutely. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, not just so that you can see the videos, but also so you can jump in and have a bit of a chat when we do the live streaming. And there will be a link for my Discord as well. Come and see us.
Yeah, and the live streams are so much fun, so do come along when you see them advertised.
All right, guys. Stay amazing, everyone.